What's going on, you guys? Kendall here, and we're back with another episode. I'm here with my lovely wife. You guys already seen her bunch.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. Should men pay 100% of the bills? This is a debate between Antondaniels and this guy called Yada. And they're talking about the concept. So Yada thinks that men should pay 100% of the bills all the time in every context. And Antondaniels kind of has a different approach. So let's listen to Antondaniels' breakdown of what he thinks. Let's give our thoughts. And we want you guys to chime in. Should men always pay 100% of the bills?
It's a hot topic.
Yeah, let's get to it. All right.
Now we're going to add nuance. Now we're going to add context. So first thing we have to do is we have to ask ourselves the question, what does it mean to be a man? Because being manly has nothing to do with a woman. It has nothing to do with pandering. It has nothing to do with just providing. Being a man means being purposeful. That's what being a man is. That means that whatever it is that I seek from God, because my purpose is not a woman is a helpmeet. So when he panders to you guys, and ladies, remember, I don't know what he's selling. I don't know what product that he has, but my goal is to get you married. My goal is to have you married based off of what God says is sanctified, right? I don't want y'all divorced. I don't want you unequally yoked. I don't want you to be a single baby mama. I don't want you shooting your shot in the dark thinking that this guy is giving you insight when he's just giving you talking points with no real substance behind it. And here's the context. At what age do you want to be married? Do you put yourself in a position to find the person that's best for you? Has your father giving you away? Does your parents actually see value in the person that is looking to marry you? And when you start to ask yourself these questions, and I don't speak to just rich people because we both have money, we both have resources. So let's remove that from the table. I speak to the majority, not the minority. And when you are 20, 21, 22 years old, especially if you are a person that's looking to become a man, you are supposed to fail in controlled environments, meaning that your father is not even supposed to give you everything. He's supposed to give you what you need in order to be successful. My father was able to buy me a car, but he told me that I had to earn it and work for it because I valued it more, which then extended to every single thing that I touch, including the woman. See, my wife is here. My wife travels with me. She knows me. She understands me, right? And so at 20, 21, 22 years old, you supposed to be broke. Unless you're doing something that you ain't supposed to do in order to get it, you supposed to be building. You supposed to be understanding each other. It's a storming, a norming, a forming situation. And in no circumstance do you ever come into it fully understanding who the person is, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. And so when we start to look at what God has ordained to be great, the purpose of a man, it's not just to give spirituality and leadership, and it's to understand. The first thing that the word says, in everything that you do, you get understanding.
Some colleges, the right choice for me because
that's a huge point. What do you think about that?
I mean, I definitely agree. There's very specific things God says about being a man in the Bible. Mm-hmm. And one of those things is not only that men are supposed to provide, but men are supposed to lead. They're supposed to be the spiritual leaders because that's your job. That's your purpose.
Yeah, I agree. And he's also correct with that concept of really going for it as a young adult. Not all men are rich enough to pay 100% of the bills out the gate. So when people are arguing this point, I think that all men should strive to want to be able to take care of everything for the wife. But the reality, especially if you're in an expensive city, is sometimes people do go 50-50 if they have normal jobs. That's what I've seen.
That's very true.
And everybody thinks that it's just black or white, 100% or 0%. But I think everybody's situation can be worked differently. And sometimes women are very successful too, and they can partner and work together. But if she's just a stay-at-home mom, I think that everybody should kind of pick certain things out. But I don't think people should just automatically come in and think that you should automatically pay for everything just because you're the man. But let's continue this point.
I also think that women who expect that are far less likely to receive that.
Exactly. Like that's what I told you early on. I was like, you don't expect that from me? I'm going to take care of everything.
Yeah, because I mean, in our relationship, I never expect you to pay for everything. I'll pay for dates. I'll pay for some bills here and there. I'll pay for groceries. Like, I offer to pay for things all the time.
But I'm like, no.
And because I do that, he's like, no, I'm paying for it.
Yeah. So
even when he says, okay, you could pay for it, he still ends up paying for it. I'm like.
Yeah, it's because when you want to be a good man, you want to provide and do things for your woman. So it's going to be natural. But I like what he's saying here. Let's continue his thought.
You get understanding. I don't even know her. I don't even know you.
Yeah, why would you invest someone that you don't even know?
Everybody is out here dating. Everybody running around. Everybody doing everything. They're giving themselves to each other. We think that money or resources or what you can do or what you can offer a person is supposed to make up for all of the insecurities and the problems and the issues that you have in your childhood. What have you solved for? Right? Do you have problems in your childhood? Do you even have a father? Do you know what it means to be a man? It's a lot of women that's raising men to be feminine because they're in single parent households.
That's right? A fact.
How does that look? What does it look like when you get into a situation with a woman that has a child out of wedlock already, and then she still has to deal with the father? How do you deal with that? See, these are the questions that he can't answer for you.
Facts.
Because the only thing he talks about is pandering. I'm talking about context. I'm talking about substance. I'm talking about spirituality. I'm talking about praying together. I'm talking about building. You're supposed to get married when you're young because it prevents you from sinning and finding yourself with all of these bodies and these soul ties that ultimately carry with you for the rest of your life.
I agree.
And then you start to see every single man and you can't take it out of your memory with the person that you wind up being with. Most women have skipped over the man that they're supposed to be with because they didn't have the guidance, because they didn't have the spirituality. They don't know the word of God. And so it's easy to just say, oh,
and also the men don't either.
Provide 100%. What happens when life happens and you 22, 23, 24 years old and you get married? The economy messed everybody up. Everybody that thought that they had it, guess what? You got a plan and then God has a plan. What happened to the character? Why you don't talk about character?
Hold on, and Anton,
hold on. Why he don't talk about character? Because when I teach my daughter, I'm a reflection of the man that I would want my daughter to marry. I don't tell my daughter to go and look for a guy to provide for her. I tell my daughter to go and look for a guy that's believing in God, that has good character, that actually worships and looks for and focuses on his purpose, because everything else falls in line. The money is going to come. We so busy chasing money. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. You don't have to chase money. You don't have to look to women to provide for them, because...
Whoa.
He just said a lot.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that's 100% true. And that's exactly why I married you, because that's how you operate. You seek God first. And I know that you're going to do everything in your power to provide. Mm-hmm. And although our lives don't look exactly what we envision yet, I know that we will get there.
Oh, absolutely.
With you leading the ship, we're going to get there.
Absolutely. And what's crazy is he's saying character. When you have character, you operate within a certain context because you don't cheat on yourselves. You don't shift things because you have things already embedded in yourself. So for me, I want to teach my daughter the same thing. We have a daughter now, you know. I don't want her to date a guy just because, hey, you need to have a guy pay all your bills. There could be a guy paying all your bills, but not treating you correctly, not pouring into you spiritually, not helping you grow mentally, not helping you do anything at all. So I think a man, if anything, the financial aspect is amazing, but there's so many other things that trump that. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I remember my mom always telling me growing up, like, oh, you need to marry a rich man. And I, from the day I can remember, would tell her, I would rather have a man that I truly love and that truly loves me than a rich man. Because what is all the wealth in the world if you don't have love?
Well, you got both now.
I do have both now.
And that's just amazing. That shows a lot about your character too, because you don't just jump towards the optics of that. And even people, like I said, that are married to people who have money and they're just in it for that, they're always missing something. So a lot of people I know that are killing it in that area, they're missing other things. So they're not working on
empty inside, because all the money in the world is not going to cure your broken heart.
Yep.
It'll buy you a lot of nice things.
So how would you steward or tell our daughter now? What advice would you give her if she asks you, hey, mommy, should a man just pay for everything? And do you think women should pay for first dates, or do you think men should pay for first dates?
I think that a man should pay for a first date. And then the woman can pay for the next one. If there is a next one.
I disagree.
Why?
I think that...
You think they should go half, or like what do you think?
I think that the man should pay for the first date if he feels like it. If she's
awful... But what if he doesn't feel like it?
If he dates a girl and she's awful, it's a date. That's an audition. If you go on a date with a girl and she's awful, why would you waste your money and invest in something that's awful? That's not being a good steward.
Well, who asked her on the date?
It depends on the context. Sometimes
I mean, if...
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, listen. So if a guy asks a girl on a date and he didn't like her on the date, that's still his responsibility to pay for the date. What if she asks him?
I think. What if she asks him?
If she asks him, then I think then she should pay.
Okay, so you think whoever the person that initiates the date should pay?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair because if I'm inviting you out, I'm not gonna assume that you're gonna pay for it. I'm gonna take care of it.
Well, a lot of the time, women do assume though, just because a guy's asking, they automatically assume.
I do think it's customary. I'm a little old-fashioned in that sense. Like I don't expect you to pay for every single one of our dates. Like I will pay for stuff.
Well, you don't count.
I know,
I'm talking about first dates specifically, but let me give you the reason why. I'm only saying this, and this has nothing to do with me. I pay on first dates. I'm saying there's a lot of guys that don't know who to date, don't know how to date, and they waste a lot of money on first dates. I'm literally just talking about these guys. So not a lot of people know. So
that's their job to it's just like get it together.
When people go out and they continue to spend money on women that's not going to be there in the long term, they're just trying to get something.
Yeah. But also, that's their own fault. Like, why are you going on so many first dates? What's wrong with you?
They're just doing that because they want to find love.
I know. Just go on cheaper dates. Like, take them to coffee or something. It's like $7.
Yeah, or take them to lunch. That's smart.
In the daytime, broad daylight.
Yeah, no, I think men should pay for dates most of the time, but there's also some times where you just gotta have discretion because some girls be trying to come up and things too.
No, girls really do, and I think that's just where you just have to get to know a person before you even take that step.
Yeah, and most of the time women know because they're like, okay, I'll take care of me, you take care of you.
Yeah, and I think we're evolving as a culture, and that's not so customary anymore.
It's not, but definitely chivalry's not dead. Fellas, do what you can to take care of women.
Chivalry is dying, though, so let's revive it. And men, please, 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 just be gentlemen. Even if you don't pay for the first date, you can still be a gentleman. You can still open her door. It's not funny, but you can still tell her she's beautiful, even if she's not. There's a lot of things you could do to be a gentleman. It doesn't have to hurt your pockets.
Yeah, but I completely agree with Anton's breakdown of this about men's main role. Chase God first, seek ye first the kingdom of God. And if you are a man that is positioned by God and you're doing the right thing, he's going to let you know how you should be spending your resources. And most of the time, you're going to want to invest in your woman. Like, that's where you place your money and your treasure, that's where your heart is. If you're not willing to invest in your partner, you're not willing to invest in that girl. To be honest, this is not even really a debate. Like, if you really care about somebody and love somebody, you're going to devote everything to them.
Time, you'll put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. That's not a saying just for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, that is a spiritual thing. When you send out money to people and you're doing things, you're sending a spiritual frequency. You're saying, hey, I believe in you. I want to sow a seed. When you sow a seed into somebody, what does that mean? That means that you care about where they're going.
Yeah. Like, we're at the point in our relationship where if he tells me, hey, I need $5,000, I'm going to be like, okay, like today, tomorrow, like when you need, I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
I just believe in you that much. And I think you obviously work your way up to that, but it starts somewhere.
Yeah, but ladies, don't just do that with a man from the jump. Cause
no, don't.
You'll send that man $5K, pew, he'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
He's not actually really there. That's why we're actually married and committed, and we actually are moving on the same page. But yeah, no, I definitely wanted to dive into that because it's definitely a heated topic. This is a long debate. and there's very, very, very different views. It's on the Hardly Initiated podcast. Give us your thoughts. It's very interesting. Give us your comments.
Yep.
Talk about it. Let's open up the conversation and see, what do you think is the best course of action? And this was from a little while ago, but I remember it was circulating on the internet, and I was like, you know what? I got to respond to this and talk about it, because it is totally great that they're both correct, honestly, in certain fashions. Because Yada always says that, oh, men should take care of a lot of these things, 100% of it. Yeah, you're right. When you have a great woman, absolutely. But there's some men that don't always have great women, and there's some women that get men that won't even be able to do that. So they're technically not good men, because they're not really trying to chase the things of God, and they're not grinding. They're not trying to do anything right, you know?
Yeah, and there's even situations where at the beginning, the man is, still trying to make his way and everything, and the woman ends up taking care of things financially.
Yeah.
And then when the guy makes it, then he takes care of everything.
Boom.
So
it's a win-win.
It can work out.
You could start out 30-70. I said 30-70, 70-30. Then it could be go 40-60, then go 50-50, and then boom, it can jump to 100-0. So if she was with you in the trenches, if she's willing to grind with you, then stick with that woman. And yeah, I love
and take
that.
care of her.
Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely our breakdown, our thoughts. You let us know. Check out the full long debate podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. We got a lot more content coming, and we appreciate you jumping on this ride with us. It's going to be fun. Any last words?
Just seek God, and all else will follow.
Wise words. She's getting tired because we've been out all day, and it's been a long day, and that baby was crying.
Yeah, she was not having it.
We figure it out. We make things work, but we're excited to spend time with you guys. We want to continue to grow. See you guys on the next one.